Hello everybody, and thank you for that lovely tree song. So that's sort of helped calm me down. Most people know each other here, I feel, but I've only just been coming here for a few times, and so I just thought I would get up and just say a few words without really knowing what I'm going to speak about exactly. So just a little bit about my story. I'm Sandi. I've lived here in Queensland for about 7 years. Came up from the Blue Mountains in Sydney. Lived there for quite a few years. And then going backwards, I grew up in New Zealand and always had a connection, I felt, to nature. And I can remember as a kid always thinking, why do the birds not speak to us? Why are we not connected with the birds? So I didn't understand it, but so fast forward all these years now, I feel it must be my connection to somewhere else that had that connection with the birds. So just a little bit about my journey. I started my spirituality probably in my 20s, just with meditation and channeling, and then life got in the way with having a family and children, and fast forward into about 2018, 17, 18, then I really started getting back into my spirituality and doing some courses here and there, and I think then I did a coach healing course, and then from that I did some other side courses, and I was shown someone doing light language, and that sort of really fascinated me. I didn't really understand much about it, but then I just sort of had all these synchronicities of other people sort of being presented to me, including Michael, who was here at the last meeting. And so yes, so basically all I'm saying is I've learned to do the light language, but I think the main thing I've learnt in the last couple of years perhaps is to be that to be here, just to be in our hearts, to be love. That's the most basic message, I would say. And I'm currently doing an online meditation group where I'm I was sort of pushed by spirit to get out and do that, and just to hold the space for the planet, the world, having world meditations, and then more recent times more sort of personal love type meditations, and also bringing through channeling and the light language and a bit of toning and that sort of thing. So yes, so that's a little bit about me. If anyone's got any questions, they can feel free to come and ask me. Public speaking is not my thing, so I'll just leave it for there. Yes.
Would you like to do some light language for us?
Yes, speak like
Oh God. I suppose I could. I'd just have to get into a space. Do we have the time, Michael? Or?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So just with, I think quite a few people here know about light language anyway, so it's just a matter of just being in your heart, just bypassing your mind, dropping into your body, and just feeling your energy field, and anything that comes through, just sort of feel it in your energy field. You're all beautiful light beings of light, beautiful angels, here to bring about a change, here as individuals, but also here collectively to shine your light, to be the love, to be the light, to step forward. And raise the vibration and frequency and support and love one another and the earth. Namaste. Amen.
Beautiful. Thank you, Sandi. Most handsome. Oh, me. Little old me.
Sandi, did you hear the catbird while you were doing that?
Yeah. How gorgeous was that? Thank you. That was beautiful. Thanks. Really beautiful.
Quick question, sorry. Was it Palladian you were channeling? Do you know
I
who?
think it's Andromedan.
Andromedan.
I do a blend of languages.
Oh, right.
Yeah, which
Okay.
apparently works okay.
Beautiful. Just a,
It
thank
was
you.
one of the views that really resonated for me. So thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Well, look. The other day I asked Michael, could I have a few minutes? And he said, of course. I knew exactly what I was going to say, and of course my mind's gone blank, which is what happens. But just sitting here, I'm reflecting on the way where we are globally, where we are collectively and individually. I have to say, this is probably one of the best times to be alive. We have waited for so long for this, and the message I keep getting from my team is that we have to keep raising our frequency. No matter how far you know you've come or you believe you've come, there is still a lot more that we can do. Now, I'm seeing this quite a bit in my own practice with clients who keep saying to me, I'm stuck. I've come so far, but I feel as though I'm stuck. And you've got a choice when you get to that point. You can sort of say, well, I'll just push it down because it's too hard, I don't know what it is, and I don't know if I want to get into that murky side of reality any longer, because being in the high vibration, as most of us are, like at the moment, it's a really good place to be. But I do know that in order to really ascend, and I don't like that word, but to really, really shift into that higher state of consciousness, we have to transcend the third density reality and literally live as if we are in those higher frequencies 24/7, not dipping in, and getting caught up in the murkiness of other people's reality. Which also brings me to another thing that I keep getting reminded: don't become entangled with other people's dramas and crap, because you're not doing yourself or them any good. They have the same wherewithal to do what you've done and what you are doing. And it's very easy to become a rescuer when you see people struggling. And one of the things that I've learnt, because I used to think I could save the world. Familiar story? Yeah. I used to think that, gee, I can help you. This is what I do for a living. But seriously, nowadays I just say, well, what do you think is the real issue? And what can you do to help yourself? What are your options? In other words, I give it back to people. And it's amazing once people start that process, rather than relying on the therapist or the practitioner, just how much progress.
Self-empowerment.
They can really make a lot of progress and become self-empowered. And all the while that we support others, we are also accelerating our own awareness. So I guess that's what I'd like to share today, if it makes sense.
Beautiful, perfect.
But
Right.
we really have a very, very important role. I thought I had retired, and I kept telling people, I'm retired. Not anymore. I've got my new mission, and I'm gearing up to work with it. And so don't think that this is going to be an easy ride for any of us. We all have a lot to do, but when we do it with an open heart and love, it won't feel like work. It'll be joy. Okay, thank you.
Great. Thank you, Bente. You record. It's already going. So. Just got to do. I'll do that meditation that Ken